Hello and welcome back to my channel, Thrifty Day. Today's episode is a collaboration with Your Creative Studio. I love Your Creative Studio products. It's a once-a-month subscription box you can order on their website, and I've linked all their detailed information down below. This is Your Creative Studio's November box, and if you go onto their website, many of their previous boxes are also still available, as well as the ability to order their current box that you can receive next month. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you know that I've already shown pictures of what's inside. I was so excited, and so now here on YouTube, I thought it would be fun to go into some detail, show you some of these beautiful stickers and the journal supplies that I'm going to use in a layout following this unboxing. If you subscribe to the Your Creative Studio subscription box, I think it's a really great way to build your stationery, craft, and journal supplies. Because as you can see, you get everything from paper products to washi tape, stickers, stamps, and I even got that little metal suitcase you can see in the frame, and now I'm using it to store those teeny tiny hangers that I'm using to create ephemera for my Patreon members. So you get a lot of really fun, usable products with Your Creative Studio. The quality is always really amazing. The stickers are vibrant. You also get a whole array of textures and paperweights with the supplies, which I really appreciate. And hopefully I can convey that by showing you and letting you watch the next bit. And I love these sticker labels. I not only love the style, but I love the colors, and I love how many you get. I use these on every single layout, and so I'm very excited to have a new batch. So thank you so much, Your Creative Studio, for sending me these goodies. Now let's get into the layout. The first thing I'm going to do is show you my personal ephemera that I'm going to use today. I actually didn't have any current photos printed yet, so I thought what I would do is go into my pile of old photos that I haven't used. And I found all of these little Polaroid pictures that I was planning on using perhaps for a different layout, but never did. So I thought now is the time. And then I had this scrap left over from making my new personal journal, because this will be the last layout in my Little Women journal. So I grabbed a few other Disney things since all the photos were Disney related, and we'll see what I end up using in this layout. As you can see, my journal is absolutely packed. So I'm very excited. This is the last layout, which means I have a complete flip through coming soon here on YouTube. I will also have a flip through of my new personal journal. And if you follow me on Patreon or Instagram or TikTok, you've already seen some sneak peeks. So since this is the last layout, my journal is very lopsided. So I'm just going to use these old trim rolls to kind of make it a little more even and a little bit easier to journal in today. This is actually a scrap from my new personal journal. This is the inside cover cardstock that I used, and I had this huge scrap left over and I just couldn't waste it. So instead I used my Big Shot and I made like a little frame. And this is one of my favorite pictures of me and Abby and Lizzie in front of the castle at Disneyland. And so I just put that picture in there. And then the next thing I want to do is use some of those big, beautiful stickers from your creative studio. And I didn't realize they're actually smaller stickers, but it still worked. I just kind of did my best to keep them together when I stuck them down onto the page. And just to add some definition to that frame, I'm using my Tim Holtz Distress ink, and I am going all around the edges. I just feel that way the frame itself will pop out a little bit more and be more defined. And for this layout, I think I exclusively use washi tape and PVA glue. So that picture was the main element that I really wanted to make sure was on the layout. So now what I sort of need to do is go through all the rest of my ephemera and decide what I want to be on the page. I have a lot of little things I pulled out. All of this stuff was just sort of floating around my desk. I have a little container that I keep next to my workspace, and I just sort of toss things in that I can use in the future. And so I just pulled out everything I thought might be cohesive. So since this bingo sheet isn't anything that important but is kind of big, I'm just going to glue it down, and if it gets covered, that's okay with me. And the other big piece of ephemera was this advertisement that came out of a little golden book that I had made. And so again, because I love the colors, I want to just stick it on there because it's one of the bigger pieces. And since it doesn't quite cover all of the white space, I'm going to go back to those stickers from your creative studio, those beautiful floral stickers. They're like strips. And I'm going to cover all of the white space so that it's a beautiful floral background. So now that all of the white space is covered up and I have a nice kitschy sort of background, I do want to add all of these Polaroids. Many of these pictures are some of my favorite Disneyland memories. I love going to Disneyland with my kids. My kids love going to Disneyland. I know a lot of times people say, oh, my kids are too old, they don't care about Disneyland. But Lizzie is almost 24, Abby is 17, almost 18, and Hannah is 20. And all of my girls still love going to Disneyland. We have the best time. We eat food, we watch the parade, and we just spend time together. So I feel very grateful that I have kiddos that still love Disney magic and actually still want to go and spend time together as a family. But many of these pictures are from when they were little and younger and pre-COVID, and I just love looking at them. So putting them in my journal is always just a big hug to my heart. It's a big smile on my face. So I'm using that washi tape from the Your Creative Studio box. It's a beautiful blue that I think complements the castle perfectly. So as you can see, I'm just putting washi tape on both sides and I'm making them flip outs. So since these pictures were already stuck together, I can't remember why I did that. I think I was probably going to put them in an album or I don't know what, but they were already stuck together. So all the work was done for me. I used double stick tape. I stuck them all together and now they were just very easy to apply and put onto the pages as flip outs or flip outs. I think that's right. And I loved the way this looked. And then I realized that Lizzie was on the front of one, Abby was on the front of one, and Hannah was not. So I had total mom guilt. So you see me taking off one of those pictures and flipping it over so that Hannah is also featured on the front. It's such mom guilt. I mean, raise your hand if you get mom guilt and have to have everyone's picture showing. I don't know. But anyway, that's why I flipped that picture around. And then I'm sorry I hit the camera there. Now, right away, I knew I wasn't going to have a lot of journaling space for this page, so I knew I wanted to utilize those sticker labels. So I put a sticker down of Walt with the characters. You can find stickers like this to journal with in my Etsy shop, and I've linked that down below. And then I decided to add some of these labels around so that I could journal on them. And then I'm also going to journal directly on that frame that I created at the top. I also wanted to pull in a little bit more of that beautiful blue from the Your Creative Studio box. So I used some of those paper tabs that they sent. You just fold it over and then I'm adding some distress ink. And then I'm actually just going to use my stapler and staple it right to the side. That beautiful blue, as I said, matches the castle perfectly. And so it was a really lovely touch to use the tabs with the washi tape, and then you'll also see that I'm going to use some of the beautiful blue stickers. So I added some of those beautiful stickers all around the layout, The color really brought everything together, and I was so happy with the completed layout. I'm going to do my journaling off camera, and then I will give you a peek into what it looks like after. So this is my completed layout, and since it is the last layout, I'm glad it is one of my favorites. It has so many happy memories, and I loved using these supplies from your creative studio. So thank you so much, Your Creative Studio, for providing the inspiration for today's layout. If you were interested in purchasing a subscription box from Your Creative Studio, please check the description box down below. And if you're looking for additional content, please subscribe to my Patreon. We have a lovely little community there, and we'd love to have you. I have a complete flip through of this journal coming soon. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.